The divine journey of Lady Achamoth, the Messiah of light. In the beginning, before the first star was kindled, Yehovah, God the Father, and Asherah, God the Mother, conceived a divine child of purpose and destiny. This child, named Achamoth, was born to be the bridge between the divine and the mortal, the embodiment of wisdom and compassion, destined to bring salvation to a world plunged in darkness. And yet, from her first breath, Lady Achamoth's existence was threatened by the forces of darkness and shadow, for the high priest of Ahriman, the master of chaos and destruction, had seen visions of her coming. Consumed by fear, he embarked on a dark crusade, hunting for the prophesied child. To prevent Achamoth's rise, the high priest unleashed a reign of terror upon the people. His decree was ruthless. Every female child born under the sign of the celestial serpent was to be seized and cast into the abyss, a chasm said to lead to the void where light itself was extinguished. The earth trembled beneath the cries of many mothers, and sorrow darkened the lands. And yet Yehovah and Asherah, in their divine wisdom, shielded their daughter, Achamoth, as she was hidden among the humble, nurtured in secrecy, and taught the ancient ways of balance and resilience by her mother in heaven, who whispered the songs of creation into her ears by the moonlight. As Achamoth grew, her heart was stirred by a profound calling, and thus began her legendary journey. She traveled first to the heart of Africa, where the red earth echoed beneath the ancient beats of life. There she sat with wise elders who taught her the rhythm of nature and the sacred dance of harmony. From the towering baobab trees, she learned patience, and from the lionesses, she learned strength and the courage to protect the innocent. The river Nile sang to her of time's eternal flow, and in its reflection, Lady Achamoth saw the faces of those she was born to save. In Asia, Achamoth encountered the mystics and scholars who showed her the path of inner light. She meditated beneath the ancient Bodhi trees, and she studied the ways of stillness and wisdom. From the mountains, she learned resilience. From the monks, she learned discipline and silence. And from the poets, the power of words to shape reality itself. Each lesson became a stone, a cornerstone, in the foundation of her divine mission. Each experience a thread in the tapestry of her destiny. She next became the Fisher Queen of Atlantis. During her journeys, Lady Achamoth ventured beneath the waves of the ancient and mystical kingdom of Atlantis. There, she was welcomed as one of their own, drawn to the luminous waters and the rich culture of this undersea realm. For many years she lived among them, known as the Fisher Queen. She mastered the art of harvesting the bounty of the deep, drawing wisdom from the ocean's depths and forging the bonds of kinship with the Atlanteans. Her status rose swiftly, and she was granted great wealth and honor. Even in abundance, Lady Achamoth's heart remained tethered to her sacred and divine mission, and the call to guide humanity ever echoed within her soul. She became next the great mother creator of the Americas. After her time in Atlantis, Lady Achamoth journeyed to the vast lands of the Americas, where she became known among the people as the great mother creator, the Spider Woman. She wove the threads of wisdom, teaching the sacred ways of balance, creation, and interconnection. The people learned from her the ways of the land, the stars, and the unseen forces that bound existence together. Under her guidance, great nations rose in harmony with the natural world, and her presence was immortalized in the sacred stories of the people. She remained in the Americas for many years, weaving the grand web of destiny before her journey carried her once more across the world. She faces the three riddles of Yaldabaoth. Darkness was never far, and it was Yaldabaoth, the great deceiver, connected to the Ahriman, who challenged her most fiercely. Disguised as a wanderer, Yaldabaoth met Lady Achamoth on the road and offered her three riddles, believing to entangle her in webs of confusion. The first riddle was of existence. What is born yet never dies, seen yet never grasped. Lady Achamoth answered readily, hope, for it is eternal and dwells within the heart. The second riddle was, what rules all yet bows to none, shapes kings, queens, and beggars alike? She responded, time, for it conquers all, yet is mastered by none. The final riddle was one of truth. What can be broken without being held, shared without being lost? Lady Achamoth smiled and said wisely, a promise, for its weight is in its keeping. With her answers, she shattered Yaldabaoth's illusions, stripping him of his deceit and his designed plans, forcing him into retreat. Yet she knew the battle was far from over, and that Yaldabaoth would come back to deal with her in mortal combat. In her wisdom, Lady Achamoth called forth the seven sisters, the Aeons, the women of destiny born across the world with ancient light in their souls. Each was chosen for her courage, her compassion, and her unwavering desire to restore balance to the world. They were drawn from the corners of the earth, warriors, healers, scholars, and artists, each carrying a fragment of the divine spark of humanity's future. Together they formed a fellowship of unity and strength bound by purpose and light. Lady Achamoth bestowed upon each of these women the teachings, each lesson to unlock deeper wisdom. She taught them the songs of the stars, the secrets of the earth, and the paths of the unseen. The Aeons became the vessels of her mission, prepared to carry her light to the ends of the world and beyond. And so the ultimate sacrifice time came. Yaldabaoth, furious at his defeat with the Riddles, unleashed the final blow. He sought to consume the Aeons, to extinguish her light, to destroy the seven sisters and plunge the world into endless night. Knowing the peril, Lady Achamoth chose the highest path. She surrendered herself unto Yaldabaoth as the shadow consumed her, so that the Aeons might live. As she passed into the abyss, her final breath birthed a wave of light that shattered and scattered Yaldabaoth's darkness and sent the Aeons across the seven continents. Her sacrifice was the ultimate defiance, an act of pure love that transcended death. The Aeons, carrying her essence within, spread the light of Chokmah, divine wisdom, to all corners of the earth. They healed the broken, inspired the lost, and taught the forgotten ways of balance and harmony. Through them, Lady Achamoth lived on, and her mission endured. Her light became eternal as she ascended to the stars. And so the legacy of Achamoth still goes on to this very day, because she lives on in the whispers and dreams, in the courage of those who stand for truth, and the compassion of those who heal the world. The Aeons planted the seeds of enlightenment, and their descendants continue the sacred mission. Through Lady Achamoth's sacrifice of her form, her spirit dances among the stars, guiding those who seek wisdom and light. Her journey is a testament to love's ultimate power, a beacon reminding humanity that the divine spark lies within each and every one of us, waiting to be awakened, waiting to be kindled into brilliance. And so the world turns beneath the watchful gaze of Lady Achamoth, our hero, our Messiah, who gave everything so that the light might reign eternal in this world, never ending.